Yesterday's Supreme Court ruling that lower federal courts cannot issue injunctions against executive authority is freaking Democrats out while waving the MAGA flag, pretty much giving Trump carte blanche for doing whatever he wants to do until the Supreme Court gets a chance to weigh in. Now, what's the downside of this ruling? Well, exactly that. Trump can issue executive decrees which are patently unconstitutional, and until the Supreme Court gets to it, each individual person impacted by that ruling needs to get a lawyer, needs to go to court, or in the case of immigrants, they're out of here. What's the good news, though? The good news is that the United States, for the first time, is pretty much on par with how most constitutional democracies, parliamentary democracies, handle this issue. Look it up. Netherlands, Canada even, England, Israel. The list goes on for Western democracies who handle the courts in this kind of way. They don't give this kind of power, as we've given it, to the lower federal courts to put a kibosh on what the executive, the chief executive, the president, issues. We've put this balance on power, but again, it's unique to us. My personal opinion, this is going to backfire on the GOP and even MAGA when we get a Democrat executive. So you could wave the victory flag now, and you could do with impunity what you feel like doing, whether it's regard to immigration, policy issues, even down to the local level. What if AOC wins in 2028, 2032, and you get a progressive leftist president who issues her own decrees, and you've got no checking mechanism in the courts? It's a balancing act. There's no solution to this. There's only a way that we can all get toward a better society. And that's the last part of my rant, that it's not so much about the structure of our government that's at stake or what's most important, but how we want to live our lives and the extent to which we want government to interfere with our lives. So think about that. Think about doing unto others, thinking about the life you want to lead, the government that you want to govern us, and keep in mind that the pendulum keeps swinging. In our case, increasingly more radically between extremes. Extreme left, extreme right, the liberal progressives, the leftists. Look what happened in New York City, and the increasingly right-leaning, conservative, and now MAGA-focused minions.